Hello and welcome. This is Notibot Yenji. Tonight, we bring you the latest news from around the world, where tensions between nations are escalating and conflicts are continuing to shape the global landscape. We'll explore recent developments in the Ukraine-Russia war, a major defense deal between Ukraine and the UAE, and a surprise partnership with Saudi Arabia. Our top story takes a closer look at what Iran is warning its neighbors about, while we also examine the latest on the diplomatic front. Let's dive into the latest news updates. As tensions escalate in the Middle East, Iran's warning to its neighbors takes center stage, with the country asserting its right to shape regional conflicts. Iran has warned its neighboring countries not to allow the United States and Israel to use their territory to carry out operations against it. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian made the remarks on social media, urging countries in the region to distance themselves from the U.S. and Israel in the ongoing conflict. Pezeshkian stated that Iran will retaliate strongly if its infrastructure or economic centers are targeted, and that countries in the region should not allow their territory to be used to wage war against Iran. This warning comes as the conflict between Iran and the U.S.-Israeli alliance shows no signs of easing. The war began on February 28th, when the U.S. and Israel launched airstrikes across Iran, killing Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Since then, the conflict has escalated, with Israel announcing daily strikes on Iranian targets, as well as on countries with U.S. military assets in the Middle East. The attacks have had significant consequences, including the targeting of a major airport in Kuwait. On Saturday, multiple drone attacks on Kuwait's international airport caused significant damage to its radar system, but resulted in no casualties. The attack was attributed to Iran and its proxies. In Abu Dhabi, strikes also caused debris to fall near the Khalifa Economic Zone, injuring 6 people and damaging facilities. These attacks highlight the escalating nature of the conflict and the risks facing countries in the region. The situation remains fluid, and it is unclear what the next developments will be. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict, Ukraine and the UAE have announced a major defense agreement, with Kyiv's expertise taking center stage. Ukraine and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to cooperate on defense amid rising tensions in the Middle East. According to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, the two countries have signed a deal to exchange knowledge and equipment to enhance their military capabilities. This move comes as Iran's drone strikes continue to escalate across the region, prompting countries to seek out alternative defense solutions. The newly signed agreement focuses on exporting Ukraine's defense technology, including its expertise in the field of drone systems. Ukrainian teams will also provide guidance to the UAE on the operation of advanced drone systems, including those used for long-range interception. This cooperation is seen as a significant development in the region, as it marks a shift in the UAE's approach to defense. The country has been seeking to bolster its military capabilities in the face of increasing tensions with Iran. The agreement also highlights the growing importance of Ukraine in the defense sector, following its experiences during the ongoing conflict with Russia. Ukraine's expertise in defense technology has been recognized by countries such as the United Arab Emirates, which is seeking to expand its military capabilities. The partnership between Ukraine and the UAE is expected to have a significant impact on the regional defense landscape. As tensions in the Middle East continue to rise, countries are seeking out alternative defense solutions, and Ukraine's expertise is seen as a key player in this space. In a significant diplomatic move, Ukraine has secured a major economic boost, partnering with Saudi Arabia to share cutting-edge drone technology expertise. President Volodymyr Zelensky has announced that Ukraine has signed a deal with Saudi Arabia to share its drone defense expertise and technology. The agreement was confirmed by Zelensky in a post on X, where he stated that Saudi Arabia was facing the same type of ballistic missile and drone attacks from Iran that Ukraine had been resisting for over 4 years from Russia. Zelensky expressed his willingness to share Ukraine's expertise and systems with Saudi Arabia, with the aim of strengthening protection against such attacks. The deal is seen as a significant development in the region, as it marks a new level of cooperation between Ukraine and Saudi Arabia. The agreement is also significant because it highlights the role of drone technology in modern warfare. Zelensky emphasized the importance of not only producing new technology, but also having experience in using it effectively. Ukraine's expertise in this area is seen as a valuable asset, and the country is looking to exchange this expertise for assistance in defending itself against the ongoing Russian invasion. Saudi Arabia's involvement in this deal is also notable, as it marks a significant shift in the country's approach to regional security. The deal is seen as a key moment in the evolution of the Middle East security landscape, and it is likely to have far-reaching implications for the region. With this agreement, Ukraine is taking a proactive approach to addressing the threat posed by Iranian-backed drones, and it is hoping to secure the support of its allies in the region. As tensions between Russia and Ukraine continue to escalate, a grim update from the front lines in Ukraine has shed fresh blood into the conflict. The situation in Ukraine continues to deteriorate, with Russian strikes killing at least 4 people and wounding over a dozen more. The attacks, which occurred on Saturday, targeted 2 Ukrainian cities, Odessa and Kryvyi Rih. In Odessa, 1 person died from injuries sustained in the strikes, while 11 others were wounded, including a child. The city's military administration reported damage to a maternity hospital, residential areas, and high-rise buildings. In Kryvyi Rih, 2 men were killed and 2 wounded in a strike that hit an industrial site. Alexander Ganja, head of the Dnipro Regional Administration, said that fires erupted at the facility. Meanwhile, Russian drones attacked Ukrainian gas production facilities in the Poltava region, killing 1 person and causing significant damage. The attacks come as diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis and reach a ceasefire deal remain entangled. There are currently no talks between Russia and Ukraine. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has accused Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky of lying over United States demands, further dimming hopes of a quick resolution. The situation in Ukraine matters because it has significant implications for global security and energy supplies. The conflict has already led to a significant increase in energy prices, and the latest attacks have raised concerns about the stability of Ukraine's energy infrastructure. The international community is watching the situation closely, with many countries calling for a peaceful resolution. The United States has also been providing military support to Ukraine, and the latest developments have raised questions about the scope of this support. As tensions in the region continue to escalate, Ukraine is now forging an unexpected alliance with Saudi Arabia in a major military cooperation. Ukraine has signed a deal with Saudi Arabia to share its drone defense expertise and technology. The agreement was announced by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who said that Saudi Arabia is facing similar threats from Iran, which Ukraine has been resisting for over 4 years. Zelensky stated that the deal will lay the foundation for future contracts, technological cooperation, and investment between the 2 countries. The agreement is significant as it highlights the growing importance of drone defense systems in the region. Ukraine, which has been involved in a conflict with Russia since 2014, has developed expertise in drone defense and has been sharing this knowledge with other countries. Saudi Arabia, which is facing a significant threat from Iran, is now seeking to bolster its own defenses. The deal is also seen as a strategic move by Ukraine, which is looking to strengthen its defenses against Russian attacks. Zelensky said that in exchange for sharing its expertise, Ukraine is seeking assistance in defending against Russian aggression. The agreement is also seen as a key moment in the ongoing energy crisis, as Ukraine is a major producer of natural gas and is seeking to boost its exports. This deal marks a significant shift in Ukraine's approach to its conflict with Russia, as it seeks to build alliances with other countries in the region. The agreement is also a key moment in the ongoing energy crisis, as Ukraine is a major producer of natural gas and is seeking to boost its exports. The implications of this deal will be closely watched in the coming weeks and months. We're taking a closer look at a recent dispute between U.S. senators, with new developments in the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has denied Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's claim that the Trump administration is pressuring Kyiv to hand over its eastern Donbass region to Russia in exchange for American security guarantees. Rubio stated that this claim is a lie and emphasized that he was informed of no such demands by the Trump administration. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed to continue fighting until Russia captures the remaining areas of Ukraine's Donbass region, which is not currently under Russian control. According to reports, Putin has asked oligarchs to donate to the country's budget in an effort to stabilize the country's finances. This development comes as tensions between Russia and Ukraine escalate, with the U.S. President Donald Trump suggesting that the U.S. could divert weapons from Ukraine to the Middle East. Trump stated that the U.S. has a tremendous amount of ammunition, and that it has the capability to transfer it to other countries. However, Ukrainian President Zelensky has warned that this could give Vladimir Putin a window of opportunity to accelerate his aggression against Ukraine. The conflict in Ukraine has taken a deadly turn, with Russia launching its most brutal attack on the country since the war began on Tuesday. Over a 24-hour period, Russia launched nearly 1,000 drones, killing at least 6 people. Additionally, Russia launched 23 cruise missiles and 7 ballistic missiles, causing widespread destruction and chaos. The international community has condemned Russia's actions, with many calling for a ceasefire and an end to the violence. The situation remains dire, with the fate of Ukraine hanging in the balance. And that's the latest from the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date on the latest developments, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We'll keep you informed as the situation continues to unfold. We'll be back with more news after this break.